Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reflect and Rise podcast. I am joined here by Miki from Canada. Hello, Miki.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. We were just talking about how hot it is.
Yeah.
Right
hot
now.
Hot and tired, but...
Hot and tired because you went to bed at...
2, 3, something like that.
And I went to bed at 3 a.m., but I was not productive. I was just doom scrolling.
Yeah, as you do.
So we met through a mutual friend, and one of the reasons why I really wanted to interview Miki was because she has a really cool application. But we'll talk about that here in a second. So for starters, why don't you give us a little bit of a story of how you ended up here in Bangkok, just as a summary.
Sure. So I was actually born and raised in Bangkok, and I was here for 18, 19 years. And then I moved to Canada. So I studied in Montreal for 4 years and then moved to Vancouver to start my career as a consultant for 6 years. And then the week of my 29th birthday, that's kind of when I dropped absolutely everything. Like my career, my entire life that I've built for 10 years, my boyfriend of 8 years, like literally just wanted to get rid of all of my identities and start fresh. And that's how I found myself back in Bangkok and kind of seeing where life takes me, trying out this whole digital nomad startup founder era. And yeah.
So you said consultant, right? So was this like for one of the big four? Oh yeah, it was for one of the big four that we had talked about before. And then did you like your job or were you burnt out?
I love my job. I have gone through burnout before because of it, but I mean, I love my team. I love the types of problems I got to solve. I was in tech strategy, so that kind of bridge between tech problems for businesses, like that's the area that I, even before going into consulting, like those were the two areas that were interest for me. And then when I landed there, it was kind of very cool that I got to be solving big problems for big companies that were quite like technology driven.
I know there are a lot of tech people. I do know some tech people listen, like Leon. He listens, and I was curious. You mentioned like you left your job and everything. Was it hard to leave a job that you loved?
I think it was more difficult to leave the people. I'm a very kind of people person. A lot of my friends were also consultants, like, so leaving, and we also had a very young team. I also had mentors that I've looked up to my entire career. So leaving those people were, I think, more difficult. I still get to do a lot of the problem solving and the critical thinking through what I do now, building a startup, even more, I would say, in a different way, in a more creative way. But I don't think consulting is something that I'll necessarily miss, but the people I miss.
Isn't that interesting how when we get into a job, sure, we may like the job, but it's the people that make or break it, like managers,
100%, yeah.
employees. What were some of the traits of the people that like made you like it so much?
I think, at least at my firm, people were very supportive, especially, and I mean, I would think in a career like consulting, people are quite like cutthroat, or that's what I thought, but it was a very, very supportive group of people. Potentially because I was based in Vancouver, so it was a little bit more laid back, but yeah, people were just very kind. Work-life balance was, for the most part, there. Yeah, supportive, kind, fun people, non-judgmental, yeah, ambitious.
Have you ever had those moments where you walk into work, you're like, oh my God, I'm actually happy to be here because this person's here, as opposed to like dreading the day because you're like, I have to work with this client and yada yada, you know what I mean?
All the time. Even if I hated my projects, at least like my friends or like my coworkers were there, which made it better.
You're like suffering together.
Yeah, exactly. Trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding. Well, since we're on that line of questioning, why don't you tell us a little bit about the story behind SageThat, what it is and how you got there?
Well, Sage is having a little bit of an identity crisis right now.
Oh, okay.
We are kind of working through how to position it right and like how to message it right, but at its core and its heart, it's a mental wellness platform that lets you capture your thoughts, work through them, kind of gather insights from it, patterns, that kind of stuff. And then ultimately we want to empower users and teach them that like your thoughts aren't actually that important. So then like let it go, release it. So a lot of like reframing and then letting it go. So practicing breathing and that kind of stuff. So it's might be doing a little bit too much is kind of what we're thinking, but yeah, ultimately that's what it is.
Okay, gotcha. Let me ask a clarifying question. Would it be fair to say that one of the purposes of Sage is to help you understand your thoughts?
Yes.
So that you can adjust your reaction or your reaction accordingly?
Yeah. I mean, it is what we're trying to do with self-understanding. I mean, I was Sage's first tester. Like a lot of the thoughts or the AI agent that's kind of there is trained on my data as the first like set. And like I said, I've been going through some life transitions, so it kind of was there to help me work through that and like understand what it is that I want out of life and out of my next chapter. So I think if Sage is able to help me with that, that's why I think there is some value in what we're trying to do here.
Was Sage born out of a need that you had yourself?
Yes, it was. I was born out of my need to work through my emotions. I'm quite an emotionally shut down or I was. Like I didn't really know how to identify or feel emotions, and I wanted something that can help me through that and a lot of other, perfectionist behaviors and all of that. And I was looking for an app that can help me try to understand myself and maybe why I am the way I am and help me through kind of understanding emotions, understanding my thoughts. And I didn't really find anything out there apart from therapy. Like therapy was very helpful, but it was very much like, how do I work through specific events in my life versus like I'm grateful that I am mentally healthy, but how do I get to then mentally well and like thrive in life? Ooh. I don't think therapy does that part of it for me as well. Especially like I used to go to therapy and I felt like my problems, my challenges in life probably aren't as big or warrants therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of my challenge with that.
I hear you on that. I really love how you said you said mentally healthy, but you want to be mentally well.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand the difference between the two.
Right.
And I've been talking to people about it, but mentally healthy seems to be like, oh, you have, ADHD or depression, anxiety, all of that. That's kind of when you're not mentally healthy, potentially. But once I have that kind of stable, I'm in a very quite stable place right now. Like I meditate, I move my body, all of that. But then I don't necessarily think I'm thriving in life, and that's kind of what I want next, and to be well as my next step.
To be well, no, I get that. To be well, because the way maybe this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that I think of it is, if you're mentally well, or if you're doing mentally well enough, well then that can dictate the other parts of your life, like your career, your income, your relationships, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying that that's you starting Sage was looking for that.
Yeah. I was at a place where I was mentally healthy, I guess. Like I was already doing all of my well-being practices of like, I was doing yoga, I was meditating. I mean, I still meditate every day. But how is that it? Like, that's kind of what I was trying to understand is this my life for the next however many years? Like, I was stagnant, I guess.
Oh.
And I didn't want to be anymore.
You were stale, or your life was just...
It was good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything that made me want to, thrive.
I feel like, I feel like there are so many people who feel that, where they're saying, I don't have these major big problems, but internally I don't feel at peace.
Yeah.
And I found that there's actually a correlation between people who feel that and people who, like you said, you use the word perfectionist, or you use words not as in tune with your emotions.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, do you know your Myers-Briggs personality type?
I am INTJ.
You're INTJ, so you're very type 1, type A? Is that fair?
I think yes, but also at the same time extremely, extremely laid back. Like I have two extremely drastic points. Like I'm either 0% rotting on the couch, doing absolutely nothing and like, rotting.
Yeah.
Or 100% I am type A, go, 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 go. We'll get everything to like 99.9% done, perfection.
So how did
states.
how did those two things impact the big moment, the big shift that you had? Because, and feel free to share as little or as much as you want, because I feel like that shift was huge, because now you're in a different location, you're going to be in another country later, you have this startup, you know?
Yeah. How did my two states...
Your two, like you being type A but also super laid back, how did that impact like the big change?
I think I just wanted to find balance. Yeah. Like I didn't want to be just kind of on that, like, what do you call that thing, the piano thing that kind of goes like that?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know either. I have no idea.
Whatever that thing is, piano thing, like that was my life. And, I'm trying to find that point of like just like that kind of thing. I'm trying to find balance in life more than anything. And being a perfectionist meant I was here a lot, like at the 100%. Yeah. But then being like that chill, I don't know how to feel things, and feeling what I call ennui of like emptiness inside, that's where I would like go on the zero. And like what Sage, the journal app, has made me realize, because it gives you insights, it made me realize is like I get those like feelings because I'm too on this side. Yeah. So then when I do feel zero, it's because my body is trying to recalibrate to like that come down of like to 100% all the time. Gotcha.
I have a question. What is the difference between feeling that zero and depression?
That's a good question. I don't think I am depressed. Like I can get out of bed. I'm happy. Like I'm I have inner peace for the most part. Like I'm very sure of who I am. But it's this emptiness that I feel sometimes, and that's what I've been trying to work through is, what is it? Yeah. Like, and the closest I can get to it from searching is ennui. Yeah. It's that feeling of like listlessness or purposelessness. And I mean, that's shifted for me through the years once I kind of found my passion project / whatever, ikigai as some call it. But I don't think it's depression per se. I mean, I have gone through bouts of depression for sure, but it's clinically, I don't think. It's more like just emptiness. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people can empathize with that emptiness versus the ennui, like the zero. Yeah. For me personally, I think I've struggled more with depression than the zero. Yeah. But it sounds like Sage helps. The way I think of it is it clears out like the fluff. It allows you to have a pretty solid idea of how you is it your thoughts or is it your feelings?
I think we're trying to, it's through your thoughts we can help you navigate your emotional states a little bit better. Yeah.
Oh, that's so well put. Yeah. Through your thoughts we help you navigate your emotional state. Yeah. And then the goal is clarity.
Yeah, it is. It's clarity and self-understanding.
When you have clarity and self-understanding, that can lead to informed actions you can take. Yeah. Or it can, I feel like that's...
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm more curious because I think we're different in the sense that I'm an ESFJ. Like, I feel so much.
Okay.
You're small. You're like, oh, I get it now. I understand.
No, because I used to be ISFJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I used to be ISFJ. It's that like nurse character.
Oh.
Yeah. So I can understand that, but E is, yeah.
When did you shift?
Probably when I started my career as a consultant.
Oh, damn. So your profession changed you.
Yes,
Legitimately.
Indeed.
Okay, so you can, and you do, obviously you do feel things.
Yes. Yeah. I feel things deeply. Because I think I used to feel things so deeply, I went the complete other way. It made me uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh.
And I am not I don't really like how some feelings made me feel, I guess. Yeah. So I shut down for a lot of years.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is this, can you like walk us through an example of how you'd shut down?
Let me think. I mean, I think I just avoided emotions in general. Like, I didn't cry. I don't cry. I never used to cry.
Oh.
Like, I don't really like the emotions of sadness, of grief, of guilt. Guilt is probably the hardest one for me. So in order to avoid those emotions, I shut down. Like, I numb myself through, a little bit of a Mary J, stuff like that.
Yeah. You find numbing agents.
Yeah, numbing agents.
Yeah.
And I was like that for a long time, especially in a place like Vancouver. Amazing, comfortable place, but very numbing. Like, it's very stable, and it's suited for like personalities where you don't really want to go get things.
Right.
Like, it's a comfortable life there. So.
Yeah, you go to college, you get a girlfriend, you get a dog, you move in, you get a good job, you become a director, you have kids.
Yeah.
Suburb.
Yeah.
That whole
Finish
thing.
work at like 4.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
And your life is just do.
Yeah. Comfortable.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
But you decided, no, I want to go after this passion.
I decided I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want, but I decided I don't want comfort in my life. Like, I want growth. Like, I'm a very growth-oriented person, and that feeling of stagnancy ended up being more uncomfortable than anything. So, yeah.
Damn. I do know there are some people who, like, crave that consistency and that stability.
Yeah.
Which I kind of am one of those people.
I am one of those people too. Yeah. I am very much about comfort, stability, routine, type A, obviously, like, yeah. So I feel that for you too.
But I don't think I can do the whole, like, because I was in Indiana, right? And Indiana, it's very straightforward. You do the whole thing that I mentioned before, go to college, get a girlfriend, get a dog, move in. That whole thing, right? And I have friends from college that are doing that, and they're living great lives. They're living happy lives. They have a big house. They have all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
For me, I always thought, oh man, that would be so cool, but this world is so big.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah.
And there's so much that can be done. I don't want to just pigeonhole myself into one location.
I think so, same. But what do you think makes us different from that?
I think a part of it is because, for me at least, my parents are not American, and so they have a heart for people that are in more difficult places and difficult situations. So that's one of the things that open up my mind. I also think that the growth part is real. The whole reason why I did this podcast, Reflect and Rise, is because the concept of rising equals growth. And if you're able to rise and grow through resilience, that means you need to put yourself in places and situations where you can grow.
Yes, yeah.
I feel like maybe we have that in common. We both made this move in order to grow.
Yeah.
Now, I want to hear more about your move, because I can't imagine it was easy to leave all the people that you said that you cared about.
It was hard for sure. I mean, it was a whole life, 10 years. I was there for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, I was around a lot of good people. Like my ex was a good man. My friends were all really, really kind and like supportive people. Even coworkers were like, everybody. When I said that I'm moving, it kind of just, none of them were shocked really. They were like, this makes sense for you. And they were all, as hard as it was for them as well, I hope, they were pushing me towards doing this, and I think that's also a sign of like, these are good people. So yeah.
You had a community that really cared about you.
Yeah.
That's huge. And you left that to be here and to do SageThat.
To build SageThat, but also I think I want to know connection. Yeah. I think I want to know what it's like to feel connected to people as a collective, I guess. Like I'm a spiritual person, so I feel like the next step of my spirituality is trying to understand that we are one, like collectively one consciousness. And even like being able to be here and meeting you and like talking to you, this is connection, and this is what was hoping to get out of this.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. This is, you're doing the thing that you came out here to do.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Now, you said spiritual.
Yeah.
Did the spirituality piece play any part in SageThat?
It did, for sure.
Oh, walk me through that a bit.
Well, when I was going through my identity crisis of like, what am I doing with my life? What is everything? I started questioning like, what is life and what is like the meaning of life? My sister, she is my first and most important spiritual guru. She's a year younger, but she's a lot wiser than me. And she started meditating and started reading books on spirituality and all of that. So a lot of the concepts around Sage of like, thoughts are not important. Like, you have 38,000 thoughts a day. Not all of them deserve any like value. Ultimately, like it's a very human condition, and if you kind of tie any sort of emotion or any sort of extra value or impact into those thoughts, then that's when spiraling happens and all of that stuff. So if you can detach yourself from all those thoughts and be able to let them go, then you'll find that it's a lot quieter in your mind. And I think that's the ultimate concept of Sage, is like, let it all out there, work through it in Sage, and just leave it. Like, let it go. Let it go into Sage, and like, keep on keeping on.
Hence the journaling aspect of Sage.
Yeah. Journaling, working through it, like processing, reframing, understanding yourself a little bit more. But ultimately, once you are done with it, once you close out Sage, be done with it. Move on.
Right.
Yeah. Don't attach.
Yeah. Kind of like the concept of you leave it all out on the floor.
Yes. Yeah. Swing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That concept. Or like even in sports.
Yeah.
Right? If you go compete, you leave it all out there.
Yeah.
So you don't take anything back home.
Don't take it home. Yeah. Don't take it back with you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
One of the first things I thought of when you said don't take it back is like work. Because I also worked for the Big Four for a while. And like there were times where I would check my email like 10 p.m.
Oh, all the time.
Or
all the time.
I feel bad saying this, but I would check my Slack when I was at dinner with friends.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, oh man, we have a lot to do.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm ahead of it.
Yeah.
So like with sage, that concept of putting it all down and then just release.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a word.
Release.
Release.
Yeah. We actually have a feature where you click on release, and that's the end of that SageThat process.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Maybe
It is
maybe I
really-
haven't gotten to that point yet. I was just like, I want to figure out more of my thoughts.
Yeah.
Why do I think this? How do I? Yeah. Oh, also, side note, the name Sage, right?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
It's kind of the play on like sage that thought. It's
Oh.
sage two different ways. Like a sage is somebody who's wise and who is, sage. That came from like if you watch Kung Fu Panda, like Master Oogway. That's what we wanted Sage to be like.
Nice.
And then the other is kind of like that spiritual saging of something when you kind of clear things and let things go. That's also like a sage. So it's a play on word on those two.
Yeah.
And then SageThat came from like, instead of Google it, or like ChatGPT it, it's like SageThat, sage it.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
So then the product becomes a verb.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
what we want.
girl, you're so smart.
Oh,
You're so smart.
Thank you.
In like a couple of years, people will be like, oh yeah, just sage that.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
That's what we want. Millions to just sage that. And
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we were talking about SageThat, right? And we talked a little bit about your move and how difficult it was. One of the questions that I had was what was the most difficult part of transitioning here?
Difficult part was probably letting go of some of my identities. I think I was not stuck, but I played that role of like girlfriend, consultant. Like that's what I wanted for years. Like that's what I've been working towards since I was a kid. Like I wanted to be a manager. I wanted to have a long, loving relationship. Like I thought I was going to marry this man, and all this, like, this is what I dreamt for so long. So why am I letting that go? I think that was kind of hard. And then grieving the old me. Like I was the old Miki where I was hardworking and like had very specific career goals and like Miki where I wanted to get married and have kids and all of that. Like that, letting go of all of that was probably the hardest.
Letting go of that.
Yeah.
I can empathize deeply. There was a period of time when I was in Indiana for like 4 years where I was married. We had a house. We had 2 cars. We had the American dream.
Yeah.
She was working her dream job. I was getting a pretty decent salary in Indiana. And that was like the most consistent my life had been. But after that ended, letting go of the fact that I accomplished what so many people like aspire to, especially immigrants. So many immigrants would have died to be where I was.
Yeah.
And then having to like start over.
Yeah.
How did you cope?
I think I'm still coping. I'm still I'm still learning how to let go of that, but I think trying to not think too much and like always say yes to things, so that I can build new experiences and build new connections with people, so that I'm not tying myself to who I was.
Yeah.
And like I'm learning a lot about myself now too. Like I know that maybe I was at one point very type A perfectionist, and like that got me to where I wanted to go, but like did I really like that about myself? Not really. And so now I know that I know how to do life in a different way. Like I know how to wake up at 9:30 and chill for like 2 hours. I kind of like that me better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As opposed to
like trying to be on all the time and like be perfect all the time.
like getting up at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
for a run and, all that.
Yeah. Like I don't have to be on a very strict schedule all the time. I don't need routine all the time. And so like learning new things about what I do want in life versus what I don't want in life, it's fun.
Where does obligation play in that? What I mean by obligation is like doing something because you have to do it as opposed to because you want to do it.
Yeah. Right now, I don't think I have a lot of obligations. I don't have kids I have to, take care of.
Yeah.
I don't really have strict schedules, so it's really my discipline that's keeping me going. And this like internal motivation of I want to do something because I want to do something.
Right.
Yeah. So
you want to do something because you want to do something, and the obligations are sparse.
Yes. Yeah.
Scarce? Sparse?
Smart.
Scarce?
Both kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to talk about what you're doing now, right? Your life now, because you went from working, consulting, and you had this stable life, but you felt empty.
Yeah.
And now you're here in Bangkok, your family lives here, and you're able to have a slow morning, right? What is like a day-to-day for a founder of an app look like?
Well, I wake up at like 9:30 for the most part, so not a morning person. Realize that. And then I usually take like 2 to 3 hours in the morning to do me, meditate, read, chill, just like slow down, be intentional about being just at peace in the morning. And then after I have lunch, then I get my ass up, and that's when the internal obligation of like, gotta go do something with your life, that kicks in. But I don't think it's out of a place of like, oh shit, I need to go do something. It's more so like I'm excited to go do something because I've been so at peace in the morning. So that's been nice of like starting slow, and then once I feel centered, then I feel like I'm ready to leave. And then that's when I sit my ass down at a coffee shop somewhere for like 4 to 5 hours. And then I go back and spend some time with my parents. Yeah. Part of this like taking time off is also to spend time with my parents, who I haven't been with for like 10 years. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I imagine that's a big motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said something that I wanted to touch on. It's like that's the slow morning part and the taking time for you part. Because I feel like some people, they just stare at their phone for 2-3 hours.
I do that too.
yeah. But like what you said is like you meditate, you like, I know that you use Sage because you put it on your stories of like, and so is that Sage a daily part of your life?
It is. It is, because I want Sage to know who I am, so that it can give me insights about myself. Like.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you've gotten this before, but I know that right now 60% of people that are using ChatGPT are using it for therapy.
Yeah.
How does it compare to ChatGPT?
Yeah. I know there's ongoing discourse about like, should ChatGPT be used for mental health? And personally I did, but I didn't like it. Like I really didn't like that it wasn't able to tell me anything concrete about myself, and it felt a little bit pushy. Yeah. Like at the end it's always asking me a question of, do you want me to do this? But it didn't feel like it really understood me. Maybe because I also ask it to like polish my writing. So I don't feel like it knew my inner world or my internal states. So that's kind of what Sage is trying to do, is it's just for your personal thoughts and for your inner world. And I think we're different in the sense that like we don't push you. We're more trying to guide you. Like none of what we do is like definitive almost. It's more like these are even when we suggest emotions at play,
Yeah.
it's more so suggestions, and it's ultimately up to the users to sense it and click on things to be like, exactly these is out of everything you've identified.
So the key difference is like the validation and verification from the user saying, this is how I feel, this is my
It's
thought.
more of like a guided process.
Yeah.
And I think we've built it so that the AI behind it is more mindful and less like, I mean, I can't say what ChatGPT's like tone of voice is, but Sage's is to be thoughtful and to be mindful, and it kind of pushes you towards directions of like presence, of like taking care of yourself and mindfulness. Yeah.
Presence and taking care of yourself in a context to you and your thoughts,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
As opposed to ChatGPT, where it kind of feels like leading the witness,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think ChatGPT is a very yes man,
Yeah.
which I don't really like.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
stop validating what I feel. Like, tell me straight up, am I in the wrong?
Yeah.
Or like, tell me what I need to do to take care of, to, better understand myself. Because
Yeah.
I want to be more self-aware. I want to grow as a person too. And
Yeah.
I don't think chat was doing that for me.
Oh, yeah. I fully feel that. I found this one prompt on TikTok. It's called absolute mode, and essentially takes away all the fluff in ChatGPT, and it's just brutally
Ooh,
honest.
how do I do that?
Oh, I'll send you the
Please
prompt
do.
after
Please do.
later, because it was interesting because it gave me a different perspective,
Yeah.
and it was like uncomfortably brutal. Because all of the data sets that's coming off of, I know that other people have like different issues.
Yeah.
But the way that it responded to me, it gave me insight that I didn't like because it was true. But it also wasn't fully. When I say it was true, I mean it was true about me, but its response and its guidance of what to do next was not fully accurate.
Okay.
I like Sage because it reflects back to me, so like I make the conclusion of.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like I know what's best for me.
Yeah.
After I've gone through like the hurricane of the initial emotions.
Yeah, agreed. And we also prompt you to dig deeper into specific things. Like, I think chat does that for you.
Yeah.
Where it draws conclusions and then kind of asks you, do you want me to do this next? Like, do you want me to give you more insight in this context? But
Yeah.
Sage is, we give you reflection prompts based on your thoughts, and then you do the inner work to now reflect deeper and get to know your context and your situation and understand yourself more. So we don't want to do the work for you because, like I said, I don't believe in AI for mental health. Like, AI doesn't know you more than you know yourself.
Yes.
It shouldn't. So
Yes.
you got to do the work.
Oh yeah, from a cybersecurity perspective, also I'm very wary of the idea of letting AI fully know who you are.
Interesting.
Yeah,
No.
because that's why I think we had talked about the security and the anonymization piece. With ChatGPT, I don't know the in-depths of it, but I don't think there's that much anonymization. Okay. If those servers get hacked, people's like livelihood, that would be really, really.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
That being said, I do feel like that AI can be, the way you're using it, can be a tool to better understand yourself, not to replace the knowledge of yourself.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's a tool for you to understand yourself, but it's not a tool to know you. I don't know. It's a good question.
I get what you're saying. It's like maybe it is going to be useful for people who just have no concept or idea or no self-awareness about themselves, right? But if you use AI to understand yourself, well then you can, or to guide you in understanding yourself, you can make deeper conclusions about yourself. Am I going in circles? Am I making any sense?
I think it's making sense, but it is a circle.
Yeah, it is, because I'm like, I don't think I hit a conclusion yet about that, but we can pin that.
Yeah, life has no conclusions.
No,
going.
It's just an endless circle of suffering.
Yeah, it is. So how do you break it? How do you break that suffering?
Oh, I have a great quote that I would love your insight on.
Yes.
So I recently learned this. The quote is, "Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional."
Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional.
Yeah.
Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. But like Buddhist teaching is that suffering is not optional. Suffering is,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think the terminology of suffering and pain,
Oh, that there is a difference between the two.
I think so, yeah. Because I've struggled with this thought as well of like, wait, but suffering is inevitable.
Yeah.
But then if you think of pain is the initial, if I pinch you,
Yeah,
you'll feel
that's
pain.
Yeah.
But then the suffering is essentially your reaction to me
Yeah.
pinching you.
I love it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we cracked it. We
Boom.
cracked it. Yeah. Because like when you have an emotion, pain is an emotion.
Yes.
But then if you then ruminate on pain, I'm feeling painful. And you're stuck in your victim mentality of,
Yes.
I'm painful, this sucks. And then you spiral into like, I'm painful, this is somebody else's fault, this is blah, 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 blah. That's suffering.
Yes.
But if you can cut it and just see pain as what it is, it's an
Pain.
emotion.
Yes. Uh-huh.
If you can cut that process of like spiraling into whatever, then you're cutting suffering.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
love it.
Yes.
That makes
I
sense.
liken
That
it
makes
so
sense.
much to like, you know how if you're talking to someone and they say something really mean to you,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know, they say, "Oh, your outfit doesn't look good today," or something like that,
Yeah.
you know? Whether it's true or not, I feel like you're going to feel an emotion, and that you can't control. You're just going to feel it.
Yeah.
However, your choice of suffering is how you respond to it. You can
Yes.
react and be defensive and be like, well, your outfit sucks and your hair is stupid, and
Yeah.
or you can respond and say, noted,
Yeah.
and like neutral it,
Yes.
and then let it go, and then
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
detach.
for sure. For sure. I
Damn.
actually had that yesterday when somebody canceled a meeting
Uh-huh.
without telling me. And I went into Sage and, did my usual reaction of like calling somebody a stupid bitch, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, no. Bro.
As one does. And Sage was like, hey, you are reacting here. Stop it. Don't call somebody a stupid bitch. So I got that reality check and I'm like, okay, yeah, I was reacting, not responding.
And you were able to reel it in.
Yes. And then
And-
I'm like, yeah, that happened, but it is what it is. I move on with my day. Maybe it does not warrant stupid bitch, but yeah, I think that's just a thought,
it's human, yeah.
It's human.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
what you then do with it, do you let it affect you the rest of your day? Like, do you let somebody who says they don't like your outfit affect you? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
So what you do with it is, I think,
That doing part sounds like deep emotional regulation.
yeah, yes,
Yeah, fair?
yeah, fair. Hard to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh my God, one of the hardest.
yeah,
I mean, first of all, there's the solo emotional regulation. I feel like having a tool like Sage helps so much. Whereas if you're doing it by yourself, you have to, in your mind, say, okay, this happened. This is what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And pinpointing that feeling in and of yourself can also be difficult.
yeah. Also, some people just don't know that they need to do that.
Yes. Yeah, dude. And because like everyone's on their own personal like emotional awareness journey, right?
Yeah.
And to be very frank, some people need to get on that journey.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, please. Yeah.
I mean, just saying it bluntly.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you and I have both met people who are like, damn, I don't want to get to know you.
Yeah. And I don't, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I've done a very good job of like staying far away from those people.
Yeah.
I mean, I can come off as quite cold sometimes, and I think that kind of protects me from those people. But I've done the work of like I can tell almost.
Yeah.
And once I can tell, I cut.
Yes.
Like, I don't engage
Yes.
because I don't want to be around emotionally and like do the work, you know? Like,
Yes.
I've done my work and I've gotten to a point where I'm quite aware of like my faults and like my, you know, like I know calling somebody a stupid bitch isn't good and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like I'm doing the work, so people should do the work. Otherwise, don't come close to me.
Yeah. See, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to interview you, because I can sense when someone has done the work. The very fact that you built an application to help people do the work.
Yeah.
That's huge, especially in the context of like macro interactions with other people. There's this book that I read. It's called The Courage to be Disliked. And it talks about how all suffering can be rooted in interpersonal human communication and connection.
Okay.
And so a way to lessen that suffering is just to not interact with those people. And I feel like I don't come off very cold. I'm very...
You're an E.
I am an extrovert, yeah.
Yeah.
I am an extrovert. And I'm very welcoming, I'm very warm.
Yeah.
But I have the same radar, in the sense that if I'm talking to someone, a very telltale sign of how that person is, which I'm not perfect, so I'm pretty sure I've done it before, is like how someone talks shit about someone else when they first meet you. You know, within the first 5 minutes, they're like, oh yeah, that person is da 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 da, because what that tells me is, oh, I don't even know you, and you're telling me this. You're probably going to talk about me that way to someone else.
Yeah.
And that's already like a way for me, like, I made a mental note to like keep you at an arm's length.
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
I used to call people out when they do that. Like I've gotten into fights with people because I would call them out.
Damn.
Yeah. And after some point I'm like, you know what, that's also not worth my energy.
Yep.
Like, why would I want to feel toxic feelings like that, like anger or irritation when somebody isn't as, I don't want to say the word woke, but like, you know, like aware.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
It frustrates me, but like frustration is toxic to me.
Yeah.
I don't need that. So that was kind of a realization where I was like, I'm not going to engage at all. I don't care if I prove a point here. There's no point.
Yeah, you're protecting your peace.
Yeah.
Because what are the chances that the person that you're arguing with or telling that to is even open to hearing that, or is even open to adjusting their behavior?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A classic example for me is I have this huge pet peeve where I really dislike unsolicited advice, you know, because I'm someone who I process through speaking to someone, and then the minute someone goes straight into, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, when I never asked, I'm just like trusting them to listen. And I feel like part of that is also on me, because I can be like, before I say something, I can just say, I'm actually just looking for someone to just listen.
Yeah.
You know, I should incorporate that. But I had a family friend, her name's Carol. She's my dance partner's older sister. Incredibly wise person. She helped me realize and understand that me getting upset and frustrated by people giving me unsolicited advice is a form of trying to control other people and ingesting negativity and letting it seep. As opposed to, like, even if that external stimulus happens, I can emotionally regulate within myself and not react by saying, I was actually just looking for you to listen, which is totally valid. Yeah. But the people who tend to give that unsolicited advice, I've found, aren't typically the ones who are also open to changing their behavior, because they typically give advice to make themselves feel good.
Yeah. They just like to hear themselves talk.
Boom.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. Or they give you advice that you know that they're good at something.
Yes. It's to validate their own worth and
Yeah.
their own opinions.
Yeah. Have you ever like interacted with someone and you say, for a class example, oh, what do you do? And the person says, oh, I'm a structural engineer, and they pause and they wait for you to react.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you experienced
Architects.
Doctors?
Yes.
Some of them have a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, which?
Technology architects.
Yeah.
In my consulting field of practice, tech architects are usually the ones, for me. At
Which,
least.
side note, Noon, if you're watching this, you're not one of those doctors. You're great. Noon was one of the people on the podcast earlier. Yeah. But yes, I do agree that those who are extremely technical, they tend to like look down on people who are less technical. You know?
Yeah. Because they know a very specific thing above. Maybe it's a superiority complex.
I think so.
Yeah.
With some engineers. But then I feel like those engineers are the ones who could really benefit from using something like Sage to understand themselves and which would then impact their social grace, because I feel like some of them don't have social grace.
True. Yeah.
You know?
I think if you are more emotionally and self-aware, your relationship with yourself and others and the world would change drastically. Yeah. But if you don't have that base understanding or like awareness, I think you live in your head and and then you're not able to live with other people and like communicate and
or you live outside of yourself, like you just see yourself navigating through life and not truly like being
living in your body.
I know some people where they say, oh yeah, I go to work, I come home to my wife and my husband, I do my chores, but I'm not living.
It's stuck on autopilot.
That's a great word for it, autopilot. And I feel like some people, the potential cure for that is self-understanding so that you can do the things that do fill you up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I think a lot of people also don't know what would fuel them. Like, they don't know what they don't know. I didn't know what I enjoyed outside of work, and I think that's what got me lost. Like, once I got promoted to manager, which was like my goal for a long time, like, then when I didn't have a goal in mind, then it was like, okay, let me just look at everything outside of work. Like, let me do like a life audit of like, what do I have outside of work? What do I like doing? And then I couldn't think. All I could think is like, I like watching TV.
Yeah.
And then not fulfilling at all. And I don't want to live that life where I'm just a mother because I have to be, I'm just, a consultant the rest of my life because I don't know anything else.
The word life audit I really love. So like, what was your process to do that life audit?
I think it was forced upon me a little bit.
Okay.
Because I had that goal of like, I want to be literally, before I even knew what a manager was, like that was my goal in life.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I should have been reaching for like CEO or partner or director or whatever, but for me it was this idea of becoming a manager. And I didn't realize that I would reach it so young in my life. So when I did become a manager and now I didn't have anything to work towards, I was forced to reflect on my life because like that stagnant feeling came in of like, okay, you have a goal, you reached it, now what? And I'm goal oriented, growth oriented, so it was forced upon me to reflect, and I think in retrospect I'm glad that my goal to become a manager was kind of low because I had this realization a little bit earlier on in my life than like, if my life was my goal was to become a CEO or a partner, that potentially could mean I'd go on for another 20, 30 years, get to that point, and then have kids, married, and then do my life audit then, and then it would be midlife crisis instead of quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like I had to go through that life audit. I literally wrote out
Yeah.
a document that says my likes and dislikes. Yeah, that was super helpful.
you should actually tell people that. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah. Like people, I don't think people know what it means to do a life audit. Or maybe it's because a lot of people, I guess like the fluxion point for people is like the quarter life crisis, the midlife crisis, but like should people be doing more things like just what are my likes and dislikes? Like write it out. What are my hobbies? Write it out and then see.
It gave me so much clarity.
Yeah.
It gave me so much clarity, and it made me realize something as simple as, what do I want to do this weekend? I don't want to go to a museum.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to an art show. I don't want to do all that. I'll go play table tennis. I'll go to a Muay Thai fight. Obviously, I'll go dancing.
Yeah.
But like the things I like and didn't like, it helped inform who I was. And ChatGPT can't tell you what you like or don't like. Like AI can't. You can only do that. You can use ChatGPT to,
as a tool.
be like, but
you got to do the work.
Oh
To
man,
really know yourself.
I feel like that's at the crux of all of this that we're talking about, is like self-awareness and self-knowledge.
Yeah.
Chime.
Yeah. Thai ka. Thai ka.
Taika. All right. As we're heading towards the conclusion of the podcast, I wanted to kind of like reflect back on everything that we talked about so far, right? Is there anything we talked about that you want to touch on more or expand on, or is there anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to touch on?
I think something that I've been toying with in my head is, what is home?
Ooh.
Like, especially for you as well. Like, you are kind of also a digital nomad and, you know, left Indiana and all of that. What is your definition of, like, a home?
Oh, are you asking, or are you just saying?
I'm asking you.
Oh, shit. I have an easy answer.
Okay.
It's wherever my mom's cooking.
Okay.
Is.
So Bangkok is not home for you.
See, that's where you just broke my, because that was always my answer whenever everyone said, where's home? And the thing is, I have to accept the reality that my mom isn't always going to be here. At some point, she's going to be gone, and I'm going to have to find another definition of home.
Yeah.
I think what I've decided and what I've come to, this may sound strange, but home to me is where my full tech setup is. I'm talking big ass PC, 5 monitors. Like, once you have that kind of means I can't move because this is all here and I'll have to move all of it. I feel like that's
such a guy with a PC.
I know. Right now I just have my laptop and my one monitor. Whereas before I literally had 5. It was dope. It was such a dope setup. So I feel like that's my like a non-emotionally intelligent way of defining home, but that also connects me, you know?
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I'm trying to figure it out, honestly. I really don't know. I thought Bangkok was home because my parents are here.
Yeah.
But since coming back, I don't know. I don't think it is. So then now I'm like, if where my parents are not necessarily home. It's comfortable and it's home, but it's not where I feel the most at peace. Like, I was actually more at peace when I was living alone in Vancouver and, like, you know, had my tech set up there. Yeah. Like, was that home, or is, I don't know. That's kind of what I've been asking myself as well. I can't really get an answer.
You brought up something that brought up a thought in me. You said where I feel at peace.
Yeah.
And I feel like, okay, when it comes to home, I think one of the things that I think about is peace and safety. Because there was so much in my time, even now, where I just don't feel safe. around in certain places, in certain locations with certain people. But there are 3 places where I felt always at peace. One of them is my dance partner's old house, or my aunt, her mom's house, my auntie. They literally took me in as their family, and I always have a place. I know I can stay with them or ate or whoever. That's a peaceful place for me where I call home. There's my friend Steph and her guest bedroom. Like, I always feel at peace when I stay there because I know I'm safe. I know that I'm okay. And the last place is my friend Maggie. She has this one sectional couch where every time I would stay there, I would sleep on that couch. And we've had so many great conversations, so many good times. And there are times where she plays piano that make me feel at peace. The intro that you all are hearing is like her playing it.
Aww.
It's like those make me feel really at peace. And I feel like I wouldn't call it like home, because it's other people's home where I feel safe.
Yeah.
But I feel like I want my home, my own home.
To feel like that.
Hey, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe home is a feeling?
Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Or is it people? Because all 3 of those are...
Involve people.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a combination. I actually don't know. I would have to really think on that.
Think on it.
You know what? Maybe I'll use SageThat.
Let me know.
I'm sorry, that was corny. That was
Selling it for me.
but you know,
Yeah.
that's something I could definitely think on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before I ask my last question, anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you wanted to add?
Oh, one more question.
Yeah.
If I asked you to introduce yourself
Yeah.
without using any identity, like you're not a cybersecurity person,
Okay.
what are you? Who are you?
Without using an identity.
Yeah, without saying you are, don't even use your name. Like, who are you?
Can I ask clarifying questions?
Yes, go for it.
Can I talk about like my country where I'm from? Or is
Yeah.
that still identity?
No, I don't think so. It's just, I guess, don't use identity in that you are a cybersecurity freelancer or that you are a digital nomad or
Okay.
any of that. But like, who are you?
Who am I? I am kind. I'm respectful. I communicate well. I care deeply about others. And I'm a good person willing to do bad things for the right reasons.
Love that. Good for you.
How about you?
Don't ask.
Bro, no, you can't. What? Did I answer it correctly?
Yeah. Adjectives of who you see. I know more about you now as a person than anything. I don't care if you are a cybersecurity freelancer. I care that you are kind and you are, all that kind of stuff. So that's who you are.
Damn, I love that question so much.
Yeah, that's just, I'm curious who they are at a core.
Well, I want to know who you.
Oh God.
We'll talk about offline. I can't believe I said online.
Online.
Yeah. And I said I'm a good person willing to do bad things for the right reasons.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah.
That's scary.
That means you are, you care about people and you would go to bat for those people.
Yeah.
You're loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, if I commit a crime, there's evidence.
There's evidence. And you also know, what is it? Your friend Steph, Maggie?
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean,
those other people first.
I think that people they know me and they know how much I care about them.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. Okay. So the last question is, this podcast is called Reflect and Rise, right?
Love it.
The entire idea is to reflect on your past, your history, or everything, and then rising to the occasion and growing from it. If anyone here is maybe thinking about doing the transition that you did, or has thought of creating an app or something like that, what is some advice you would give them from your own experience?
I think I'll talk about like the life transition part.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are going through life transitions and changes, or just like changes in general. If you're
Yes.
going through any sort of change, like I came into this thinking it's gonna be great and like rose-colored glasses, everything is gonna change immediately and I'm gonna be a different person.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like fundamentally, I am still who I am.
Yeah.
But there is this like stillness that comes with it where I'm not quite who I was anymore, but I'm also not quite where I want to be or who I am.
Yeah.
It's a scary place to be,
Yeah.
and it's challenging, but if you can just live in that place and like accept it for what it is, it's also very, very beautiful. Like you learn a lot about yourself. You build resilience. Like I think that's what it is like I'm learning how to be resilient and like going with the flow and all of that. So if you are thinking of going through change and like redirections in life, listen to your gut, like, and I think that comes with knowing yourself, your values and all of that, and then just trust that it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And just go with it, and it's a scary place to be in, but it's also very, very beautiful if you can stick with it, and
Ooh.
you'll be resilient. You'll learn resilience.
Yeah.
You'll learn how to adapt and go with the flow, and you'll learn a lot about yourself.
I feel like that's one of the best things anyone can do for themselves, right? Is really like
Grow too.
just
Rise
really
up and grow. Yeah.
Reflect and rise.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That was great. Okay. Well, do you want to plug anything like Sage Instagram and all that?
Well, my first plug. SageThat.com, I guess, is where you can find and try out Sage. We're in beta right now, and try it out. Give us feedback. See if you like it. See what you give us feedback. If you don't like it, if you like it, like let us know.
Yeah.
Glad to hear.
Yeah, we'll put all of the links and descriptions down below so that you all can click on it and everything. But if you stayed this long, please make sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. We also have a TikTok, and then Facebook, all that jazz. Please give us a 5-star on Spotify for the algorithm. That way more people can hear things like what Miki had to say and whatnot. But yeah, Miki, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you, and thanks for being such a great interviewer.
Bro, you're too kind. All right, bye everyone. Dude, that was fucking cool. That was a blast. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like us on Spotify, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and all the socials. We're really looking forward to bringing you some really awesome episodes. So enjoy and have a wonderful day. See you on the next one.